Hello, that is 724 News and I am Roxana Nisor. The results of Uzbek-American Business Forum, which agreements have been reached, the amount of contracts concluded and the sphere in which entrepreneurs of the two countries can most successfully cooperate with each other. The next meeting in the International Press Club was devoted to what the business circles of the two countries agreed during the visit of the President Shavkat Mirziyoyev to the United States of America.
Shavkat Mirziyoyev opened a new Uzbekistan for Americans. According to Deputy Prime Minister Jamshid Kuchkarov, who was in the delegation, IMF Managing Director Christine Lagarde gave a rather subtle description of what is happening in Uzbekistan. As she said, Uzbekistan's authorities are embarking on ambitious reforms, spearheaded by the recent foreign exchange reform. IMF very much welcomed these initiatives, which are vital to strengthening the economy, creating more jobs and achieving sustainable and inclusive growth. Uzbekistan's reform journey will be challenging and long. I reiterated the fund's commitment to partner with Uzbekistan in its journey to put the economy on a higher growth path and achieve better living standards for its people, Christine Lagarde said. Americans are one of the largest investors in the world, but until they are sure that their investments will A. make a profit and B. are protected by legislation, then there is no need to expect big injections into the economy from them. Apparently, the reforms that are being held in Uzbekistan by President Mirziyoyev and his team have impressed them. As a result, there is a solid package of documents for a total of $2.6 billion. These are projects in the oil and gas and petrochemical sectors, mechanical engineering, electrical engineering and civil aviation. As the head of the State Investment Committee, Azim Ahmadkhajayev said, one of the key factors for the success of the business forum was that the negotiations with the Americans took place in the language of business. Thus, on October 9, representatives of Visa cards who are interested in the Uzbek banking market arrive in Uzbekistan. After 13 years of interruption, the Export-Import Bank of the United States resumes its cooperation. Cooperation in civil aviation with Boeing does not end with the purchase of two new Dreamliners. The company will be engaged in the modernization of old passenger aircraft.
How to carry out an effective examination to identify fake passports or counterfeit currency. First of all, it's necessary to study best practices and new methods of research in this field. Thus, the International Police Organization organized a regional training for law enforcement officers of Uzbekistan, Tajikistan and Azerbaijan. The training includes 12 modules and 3 practical classes. It takes place from 27 to 29th of September this year.
One of the priorities in the implementation of international police and interagency cooperation is to counteract the use of counterfeit passports and other identity documents. The fake passports prevention is not only the normal functioning of the government apparatus, but also causes serious social and moral damage to society. Thus, this training is a part of Interpol's activity in providing legal assistance, operational support and technical databases in order to assist member countries of the organization in meeting their needs in identifying counterfeit currency and travel documents on a global scale. At the same time, Interpol attracts leading experts as instructors. During the period from 2015 to 2017, more than 150 law enforcement officers from 31 countries took part in such trainings.
Increasing the level of training of specialists of different profiles is one of the main directions in the action strategy. In this connection, reforms are being implemented in various fields, including medical one. The Ministry of Health and representatives of medical schools told journalists about the new order of training in different medical fields.
It was noted that starting from 2017-2018 academic year, in 7 higher medical educational institutions of the country, the curriculum in the areas of medicine, military medicine, pediatrics will be 6 years instead of the usual 7 years, and medical and biological and medical education, prophylactic directions 4 and 5 years respectively. In addition, the number of hours for preclinical and clinical blocks of study at the undergraduate will be increased to 85%, and for the humanitarian and socio-economic blocks, the number of teaching hours is reduced by 7%. Close cooperation with foreign medical schools is also planned in order to improve the level of education of students. Moreover, now the specialty will be indicated in the diplomas of graduates of higher educational medical institutions.
In 2016, 19 new joint ventures were established in Samarkand region, and their total number reached 263. The foreign trade turnover of the region composes $1,195 million. The volume of exports increased 1.5 times compared to the previous year. Samarkand people are famous for handicrafts and entrepreneurship. Now they are making great strides in small business and private entrepreneurship. Details in our next story.
During the visit of the President to the Samarkand region on April 14th, this year corresponding tasks were determined for further development of industry, agriculture, natural resources and tourism potential in the region. Considering this, in the region special attention is paid to the sphere of small business and private entrepreneurship. Currently, more than 84% of Samarkand's population is engaged in this sphere. One of such business entities is Ace March Company. It makes extensive use of the opportunities created by government and received a loan of $4,234,000 for a period of 7 years. Number of jobs in the society increased to 2,200 units. Today, the entrepreneur produces knit goods, including men's, women's and children's clothing. Business activity is expanding. Both the quality of production and the export potential are improving. Now, company has a 2-year agreement with Russia to supply 90% of its products. In addition, the business entity has its branches in Surkhandarya, Namangan and Tashkent regions. Today, the sphere of private business and small business is developing in the region. As a result, most of the population of the Samarkand region is provided with the work. This business entity has fully established processing cotton fiber. Plans to export abroad only the finished products. This will positively influence the cheapening of the domestic market and improving the quality of goods. On September 27th, the capital hosts the first press conference with the newly elected president of Football Federation of Uzbekistan, Umid Ahmadjonov. The event, which took place in the conference hall of the National Olympic Committee, dealt with many pressing issues concerning the future of Uzbek football. Umid Ahmadjonov, after his election to the presidency of the federation, managed to meet with the head of FIFA, Gianni Infantino, president of UFF, during his meeting with the head of International Football Federation, and Zurich came out with a number of proposals. We went to FIFA with a proposal to hold a World Youth Championship in Uzbekistan, as well as the FIFA Congress in Tashkent. During the press conference, the leadership of the federation stopped and on the question, who will become the head coach of the national team, whose place is vacant in sincere resignation of Samuel Babayan. Indeed, the question who will become the head coach of the national team of the country remains relevant. We are working in this direction. We are negotiating with candidates for the post of head coach of the team. While we cannot talk about them, as the final decision will be made, we will definitely announce this on our website. The press conference was held not only in the forum of questions and answers, but also in the forum of bilateral communication. Representatives of the media openly expressed their proposals to the leaders of the federation. In particular, many questions and opinions concerned the personal question in the federation. Umid Ahmadjonov noted that in the near future, 90% of the staff of the federation will be updated.
Today's news came to an end. Thank you for your attention. Goodbye.